What's going on, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the Cash App's in the corner of the video. But let's get into it, man, because I wanted to talk about these unreleases that Kendrick has. There's many artists that have talked about having multiple songs with Kendrick Lamar that we haven't heard yet. Now, there's multiple artists at this time who've talked about having multiple songs with Kendrick Lamar, and it's recent people that he's worked with. Peysoh is somebody who recently just did an interview, and they talked about how he has songs with Kendrick Lamar, and it's plural. It's more than just one. So we know that he comes out in the GNX album, but in this interview, he says that he has a few more songs with Kendrick Lamar, and he doesn't know what he did with the rest of them. So I'm gonna play the clip right now and see exactly what he says.
You know, like we talked about a lot of shit, and then it was just motivation, fool. Like
Yeah.
it's just motivating. We did a few tracks, and then
You did a few songs. That was
Yeah.
you didn't do just one
no,
song.
we did a few, and
Gotcha.
then
Did you do a song that was also on the project too? Were you
uh
on anything else that actually was on the project?
no, I just GNX.
You see, and that's the thing. That's the only song that we have heard about. We never heard about any other track. We never heard about any other song but GNX. To know that there's another existing song, and we don't know what he did with it. We don't know what he plans to do with it. And there could be, like I said, the GNX Deluxe, the red GNX he's been taking on tour. That's been a big discussion.
Just the
One song.
yeah, that's
Gotcha.
it. I don't know what he did with everything else. That
So
shit.
you already had that like verse written.
Nah, fuck no, I did it in like 5 minutes, 4 minutes.
So that was like your first time having to hear a beat in right too.
No, it was a different song before that. That song that I did, the
Mhm.
Peysoh did it. That was like from a different day that we linked.
They met multiple days, did multiple songs. Now, this is a story that I haven't heard. To hear this is very, very intriguing because we didn't know the writing process for GNX. And the fact that now we're coming to the conclusion that Peysoh is saying, well, we recorded on multiple days after we met. He greeted me, motivational speech. I could only assume that they linked up multiple times, each artist, not just Peysoh, and did songs together. And we're still unaware which songs were going to be put on the album. I don't even think they knew which song would be on an album if they were to record them. I think they were just glad to be there, good opportunity to have. I wouldn't even care which song made the album. I'm right here recording with Kendrick Lamar, bro. This is one of the biggest things to happen if you're an artist coming out of California, especially if you're an artist coming out of California. But he's not the only one. He's not the only one that's talked about unreleased music with Kendrick Lamar. As you can see here, we have Bootleg Kev and we have Lefty Gunplay. Lefty Gunplay is somebody who has also talked about even going as far as 7 months back, bro. 7 months back, Lefty Gunplay had talked about Kendrick Lamar and the GNX Deluxe and how it could be coming. Now, in this interview, he talks about how he had to sign an NDA. He had to do all these things before talking about working with Kendrick Lamar. And then this is where he talks about the GNX Deluxe, rumors of it coming out. He talks about having several songs with Kendrick Lamar as well.
How much did you cut that we didn't hear?
He has some stuff. We did 2-3 songs. He has some stuff in the chamber, and he told me.
So they got 2 or 3 songs in the chamber. That means they did 4 songs, and the one that he came out with in GNX is the one that we heard all at the same time. That means that there's 3 Kendrick Lamar and Lefty Gunplay songs or collaborations that we haven't heard of. There's a few songs that he has with Peysoh, and for the most anticipated album coming out, we have the Clipse. We have the Clipse coming out with their album, and there was a recent interview where Pusha T had talked about doing multiple songs with Kendrick Lamar as well.
The traffic of people just coming in and out of the studio. And it happened to be a person from Kendrick's camp.
Now, the person from Kendrick's camp, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's Anthony Soleil. I don't know if it's Dave Free. But I'm pretty sure it's somebody close to Kendrick and his team who approached Pusha T in this conversation. I know this conversation has been going viral as of recently, but this is where he talks about having another song with Kendrick.
In the studio, and we let his folks hear the album. And he called him and was like, listen, you need to get on this. And mind you, at this particular time, he was just super busy. Yeah. And man, I sent them songs over.
I think he was busy with the beef, maybe just being on tour. I don't know what time he asked him or hit him up for the album. I don't know.
He just called back laughing, like, "Oh man."
Oh really?
He was like, "Okay, I got to do it. Don't worry about it." He was like, "Yo, I want to do 2." And
here's another instance where we have Pusha T saying that Kendrick Lamar wants to do 2 songs, and we only know of one. Obviously, we know about Chains and Whips. We know about Chains and Whips because of the Pharrell Louis Vuitton fashion show a few years back. That's when we first heard about this song and its existence. We've heard at least a good amount of the verse when Pharrell and the Clipse are over there in Paris sharing the music with the crowd. So we've heard a little bit of it. I still don't think we've heard the full extension of the song, but this is the only song that we've heard with the Clipse and Kendrick Lamar from this album. Pusha T is saying that he gave him 2, not just 1. But the interesting part, and I don't know if you've noticed this so far, but So Be It Part 2 is listed as track 4. Now, Part 2, there's no So Be It Part 1 on here. There's no So Be It at all, only Part 2. I could only assume that this could be the Kendrick Lamar song, or they didn't clear So Be It, and now this is what it is. I guess I'm not sure why it's called Part 2. I'm not sure why we don't have the original one, but Pusha T is saying there's a second song with Kendrick Lamar. Is this one it? I'm not entirely sure. But I will say that the other one, track 7, MTBTTF, it looks very, very vague. Just the clips on there. Who knows? Maybe it is the clips. Maybe it's only the clips on that record. Or maybe there's a surprise feature on that record as well. But I will say that So Be It Part 2 is an interesting record. But just to put that out there, that's just my theory. Maybe Kendrick's on it, maybe not. But what is interesting is that there's a third person within this year who said that they've worked with Kendrick Lamar and have songs together that we haven't heard of. We have Peysoh, we have Lefty Gunplay, we have Pusha T dropping an album in a few days and saying that he has a Kendrick Lamar record as well. Even while he's on tour, he was spotted recording music in a New York studio. So I know for sure that Kendrick is still working on music and he has songs in the tuck. Are these songs going to be on the GNX Deluxe album? Potentially. We'll keep it alleged. But I just want to point out that all of these artists that Kendrick Lamar has worked with have consistently said that they've had more than just one record with him every time they work together. I don't know when we'll get those tracks officially, but I know that Kendrick wouldn't record those records for no reason. I know this is something that he's been promoting for a really long time on the tour. I still believe there might be a GNX Deluxe. We hear all of these artists talk about records that he has in the tuck, something that he has kept away. But we can confirm that there is new music that hasn't been heard or released yet. The end-all be-all question is, when are we going to get the music and how will it be released? Will the second track that Pusha T is talking about be on the album that's coming out? Will the records with Lefty Gunplay and Peysoh come out in the GNX Deluxe? When do you think that we'll get these songs? I know that there's multiple songs out there that he probably has kept away, but y'all tell me when you think we'll hear them, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend. And real quick update, y'all. My channel is currently under maintenance. Have to fix a couple things. But until then, man, if you'd like to donate to the channel and support the channel, the Cash App's at the top right corner of the video. For the time being, you could also follow my secondary channel, JV from the Ville, on YouTube as well. Catch up with me on Twitter or on X on JV from the Ville as well. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in, man. Love y'all. I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.